Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Rebel, and as always, I gotta give you my parental advisory, especially for this video. I tend to cuss like a sailor, and I could also talk like a pervert, so if you ain't into that, exit stage left. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings though, because I know I hate everybody's cup of tea. So, yes, we are going to do something with this. I have been asked so many times, will you do pinup hair? Will you do your pinup hair? Do it on camera so we can see. I will tell you right off the bat, it never goes how it's planned. You plan one way, it's going to go a totally different way. It all depends on the direction that your hair is wanting to do that day. So it's all your hair's decision. Whatever the hell it wants to do is what it's going to do. So what I first start off doing is, typically you do want to do it on day old hair. Whenever you go to curl, style, anything. Just having that extra buildup. No wonder my teeth are looking so pretty and pink. My lipstick is not completely dry, so it's all over my teeth. Anyways, it's easier to style when it is dirty. I have styled it many a times when I've freshly got out of the shower. The one thing that helps me with the styling, either when it's dirty or when it's clean, is dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is like your best friend when it comes to these styles, especially if you have a really fine, what's the word I'm thinking of? Smooth hair. Like bobby pins do not want to stick in my hair, unless there's some texture to it. So yeah, my hair is like cord silk, basically. If you can think of like cord, you know, if you husk your cord and the silk, you know how silky smooth that stuff is? Well, that's kind of the way my hair is. So I need to add texture. Well, hairspray adds the, or not hairspray, dry shampoo adds the texture that I need. Also, I can use, which I do, I use root booster, volumizer stuff, and that gives me texture. But if I don't do all these steps, plus ratting my hair, like bobby pins won't even stay in my hair. They just slide right out. So, yeah, that's definitely, you kind of see I do have dry shampoo in my hair right now. Plus, dry shampoo is your friend when it comes to these colors, because you can't constantly wash your hair. If not, you're going to lose these colors fast. They'll fade horribly fast. But it just helps, especially for me, for somebody like me. I have thin, fine, smooth hair. So, yeah, so the first thing I did was I just went through and I put a heat protected spray on it. And this is day old hair. I curled it up. I just used a curl stick. So this hair, it depends on what you're doing as to how you curl it. This hair down here, I didn't really mind which way it went directionally or nothing. But if you're doing certain styles where you will wave stuff, then you have to do it a certain directional way to get waves or whatever you're wanting. So as you noticed, I curled my hair this way. So we're going to try to pull it this way. If it will go in a pretty wave kind of thing, then that's what I'm going to do. If not, we're going to have to just do a barrel roll or suicide roll, whatever you want to call it. So we'll see what happens. So, yeah, whenever you are doing styles too. Now, when I use that heat wand, I don't have to do it because it pretty much locks in curl pretty well because it gets very hot. But just a traditional, like, curling iron that I have, it needs help. So I tend to use the little duckbill clips. So whenever I use it to curl all my hair, especially if I'm doing a certain style and I need all my stuff to go a certain way, I will use those duckbill clips to, well, basically like this. Go all throughout my hair. After I get done curling it, I will grab the curls and I will take the clip and clip it in and just let the curls sit there. That helps to set the curl, especially for somebody that is like me. And my hair does not really want to hold a curl very well. So that helps out a lot just by doing that. That kind of gives you that, the wet set. I don't know if y'all are familiar with wet sets, but back in the day, they used to be popular. I tried wet sets. I just look like a poodle that stuck her finger in a freaking light socket. It's hard to tame wet sets. So anyways, I have, let's see, how do I want to do this? So I'm just thinking of how I'm going to part everything. I think I'm going to do a deep part. We'll try this first, and if it don't work out, we'll go to the barrel. The barrel or the suicide roll, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to take this section. And keep in mind, I've got really thin hair. My hair on top, ever since I got sick with cancer, I lost probably about 50% of my hair. And I haven't fully got it back yet. It's been such a slow process. And I probably won't ever get it back fully to where it was. So, for me, I have to do a lot to this. I have to do a lot of teasing just to get the fullness that I need for my styles that I do. Now, if you're somebody that has super thick hair, you won't have to do it this as bad as I have to do it. But I have to do it pretty dramatic. And you want to look like a hot mess like that. I know you're going, what the hell? You're a crazy woman, but you really want that. So, same thing on this side. Now you could, and I should have had actually, but I didn't do it. You could, before you start ratting, grab a section, lightly hairspray it down, let it dry for, about 30 seconds, and then go to ratting. That will help give you an even bigger rat. That's a tip from the 80s right there. But it'll give you a bigger rat. It'll hold it. It'll give you that texture that you're needing. So, and I should have done it, but I'm doing okay because I do have the dry shampoo in my hair. So now that I got this hot mess, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take both sections and now rat them together so they're kind of formed together. So I can't really see what I'm doing because the light coming in is so bright. So I'm going to be looking down here to see what the hell I'm doing. So now I just smooth. This is a smoothing brush. You don't want to go through and take out the rat that you created. You created height. You want to keep your height. And hopefully I'm in frame. Okay, yeah. I kind of scooched out a little bit. You don't want to take it out, but you want to smooth it to where it doesn't look, well, like this shit. So, we got to fix this shit. So, what I'm trying to do is kind of a wave. So, this is the part where I'm going to start telling the hair exactly where I want it to go, and we just pray that it's going to go that way, which I'm already seeing that it's going to go that way. So you just lightly brush it. This too is a good time, especially if you have very textured hair. This is a really good time for you to use pomade if you need pomade, just to smooth out the hair, the baby hairs and stuff. I don't really need to do that because of my hair being the texture that it is. I don't have a lot of baby hairs either since I'm half bald. So I'm also, while I'm thinking about it, before I really get too detailed into this, I'm going to rat out the back of my hair. Now just give me some volume back there before I start setting this in place so I don't have to do it once I'm done here. So, okay. I'm also going to go ahead and just flip that hair. Lightly run my brush through it. So that just lightly kind of breaks the curls up. So I don't totally lose the curls, but my hair really wants to kind of go in a roll. Let me see. Let's flip it this way. So basically kind of got a fake roll going there. It's just the way my hair laid over. And I think we're going to keep that. And I think what we'll do is put this little roll right here. So it helps to have bobby pins that are kind of the same color as your hair. Oh, I don't like that. Don't do as I say. We're just going to hairspray that one in place. I don't like the way that bobby pin looked. There's ways to hide bobby pins, but I'm not that good when it comes to hiding the bobby pins. So let me try it one more time. I'm trying to run it through the back here. I mean, it's still there, but it's not, that's not as bad as it was. Okay. So this is where the fun part comes in. It's where you want to lock this stuff into place. For me, this is like pomade. This is me using pomade, basically. Like I said, since I don't have texture and a lot of flyaways and stuff, I don't necessarily need pomade, but there are people that do need it when they're doing these kind of styles. But I have no clue what the back is looking like. It might look like a hot mess. I don't know. Since I don't have... Oh, it don't look too bad. I do want to fix that, though. See, this is what I wanted to fix. We'll just leave it alone. I'm afraid to touch it. I started pulling at it already. We'll just leave it alone. Trust me, it takes a lot of hairspray to hold this stuff. Especially since this style really doesn't have too many acres like bobby pins. The only bad thing is you can still see where I've ratted and everything. But like I said, I can't really do a whole lot for that because my hair is so thin. So I can't really smooth it out any better than what it is. So I'm just running my fingers through. This is just, because see, like there I have a curl that's kind of still together. So this is just breaking up the curl. At this point, you can accessorize. You can leave it as it is, or you can accessorize it, which I'm going to go ahead and accessorize it because I haven't done that in a while. So with this kind of style, I like to pull this hair back here. I want this side to be super smooth. So what we're going to do is take some more bobby pins. And these I want to cross. So this one I'm going to go with this way. Hold that in place. Then I'm going to take the other one. I'm going to cross it downward into this other one. And that will lock it in. Where the pin or the hair shouldn't move. So now you can leave it at that point like that and call it good. But we're not done. Since I actually have colored hair now, I can actually wear this hair flower and it's actually going to stand out, because on my dark hair, it just never would really stand out. So now it's going to be able to stand out. So we'll place this back here where my pins are. Oh, or not. Slid right out of my hands. Like I said, you could brush this out, and this will give it more of a wavy look. But if I go to brush it out, then I just lose my curl. It just falls. So that's why I try not to brush them out. Because I'm already starting to lose some curl. But yeah, that's my Pinup hair. One of my styles. Pretty much, basically, I mean, from this point, instead of doing this and then coming around like I did, you could go right into a barrel and just bring all this around into this, which is what I typically do because it's usually the easiest thing to do. You do 2 rolls, you do 2 victory rolls, you part your hair in the middle, you bring up both sides, and you do the same thing. You just make rolls on both sides going inward towards each other. But for me, I could do it, but since I don't have a lot of hair, it's very hard for my rolls to look right because I just don't have a lot of volume to my hair. But anyways, this is pretty much one of my Pinup styles. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It actually, I haven't seen myself, you know, in Pinup in a while, so it's kind of looking very odd. I just look weird. Not weird, I mean weird in a good way. I haven't seen myself like this, so it's like refreshing. There we go. Refreshing is the key word. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have rambled enough. My hair did what I wanted it to. Looks fantastic. And the blue is still holding on. I'm so surprised. I figured this blue would have faded fast, but by gosh, we are still holding tight to the blue color. So thank you for that. Anyways, stay tuned. I got more videos to do today. Now that I'm all pretty, the videos will look much better for you in the future. So anyways, thank you so much for subscribing to me. Thank you And I will see you guys really soon. Love y'all. Bye.